So it's what, 5 o'clock now. I just spent 2 days at my school's festival. I have no footage to show you because, company policy. But I still just wanted to give you a heads up or an idea about what a Japanese senior high school festival is like. I just want to start by saying it is probably the best experience I've had here so far. It was just incredible. And how many days was it actually? I think I should include sports day. So it's sports day. Sports day was one day, 1.5, and then 2 days of school festival. So let me start with sports day. Sports day is absolutely nothing like Jamaican sports day. Jamaican sports day is mostly track and field events, which is why we're so good at track and field. Also, it's okay. I went to all girls high school. Big up Wilmers, love you. I was vice house captain, so we had houses. And let me just tell you, the most annoying thing in life, being a vice house captain or trying to participate in sports day, was getting the girls to go to the events. You spend the first 2 weeks trying to sign them up to do the events and then beg them to do the events, and then sports day, everybody just sits down and is bored. So I used to have to beg the girls at my school to go and do your event and participate in sports day. Here, you have an event, you know to go to the event, do the event, come off the field, cheer for your house. It's you know that you have an obligation and you stick to your obligation. And that's why I like Japanese people. But yeah, so they're very organized. I mean, I don't know why people hate sports day so much. I used to live for sports day. So when I heard Japan has sports day and it's a cool sports day, I was like, okay, wow. I really didn't know how amazing it would be. Or maybe it's just me. I'm into sports events and group activities where you're doing something, not where you have to sit down and talk to people. But first of all, there are some running events. There are relays with like a whole class going around in circles. But the majority of sports day was events like tornado, where like 7 people in the class hold a pole in a row and then go around a thing counterclockwise, like a typhoon. I think they call it typhoon, which is just the funniest thing to see. Then they have a game where they have like a netball net, and you have balls on the ground, and you have 1 minute to throw as many balls in there as possible. That was fantastic. And then they had tug and war, which is probably the most anticipated event of sports day, I guess, because they really got into that. The entire class, so 40 students, tried to win that one. It was just really funny. And they also had a game where the kids, and I think these are general games that all high schools play. I'm not really 100% sure, but my school definitely did. So they have a game where this game was only played by the senior boys, where you have a pole. So part of the team holds the pole, and the other team, and then other members will try and rush to the opponent's side to climb the pole and catch the flag. That was incredible. That was really sports day was amazing, and I got to run. I don't think they asked me because I'm from Jamaica. They just wanted, or maybe they did. I didn't disappoint my homeland. By the way, new decoration. Well, I've always had my flag, but I finally figured out how to put it up. So yeah, I think that's why they asked me to run. Jamaican, Shelly, Usain, Merly Naughty, Lydia. I tried my best. I didn't do too badly. I ran as fast as I could. Our teachers lost, but so sports day was really spectacular. And just like back home, they had different houses, but the houses had different classes. So everything was perfectly organized, and I'll come to that after I talk about school festival. I have I mentioned, okay, I'm an ALT at a senior high school. I think ALTs at senior high schools are rare, at least in my company they are. So I didn't know what to expect really, and no one told me. So they said school festival. So I was like, okay. Now a week before, well, no, let's backtrack. During the summer, when I wasn't at school, I saw the kids going there every single day, going to school. I was like, what are they doing? They spent most of the summer preparing for school festival. So it was on point. It was amazing. I don't know if it's the same thing for all schools, but the first years, they did skits, they did performances, very cute performances. They all did so well. I was just clapping like crazy for them. So I'm proud of the first years who I actually teach. And the second years, they did displays. So when people come to visit the school, they go around to the different displays, and they were so creative. One class recreated the Clash of Titans attraction at USJ, life-size attraction. It was amazing. And then another class did this giant mosaic. No, when I say giant, I mean bigger than my apartment, kind of giant, huge display. And it was mosaic, so it's like intricate. They put little squares to make bigger squares, to make bigger the big picture. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. And another class was so creative. They had like, not a scavenger hunt. Yes, a scavenger hunt. It was a scavenger hunt where they created little displays based on their theme, and you had to go to each one and get it stamped, and then you came back and got the prize. So they were really creative with what they wanted to do and think about. And the performances were great. Oh, and the third years. I don't teach the third years, but I'm so proud of them too. They did cooking stalls. So not cooking stalls, but they food stalls. So they were so organized too. You bought your ticket, you got your food. There was no rush, there was no confusion, or there was a crowd. It was crowded, but the food was worth it. So the whole school, the student body, the teachers, everyone came together, and it made 2 fabulous days of school festival. I had an amazing time, and I can say that if I stay in Japan, or if I wanted to stay in Japan, it would be because I'd want to stay for more school festivals and get involved. And in fact, oh, there it is. Hold on 1 second. My apartment is a mess. I apologize. Remember the Clash of Titans display I said? Aren't they sweet? They gave me the nose. They gave me the nose. Yeah, even though it just ended, everything is coming down immediately. Cleaning up after, Japanese people, they're famous for cleaning up after themselves after themselves. You know what I mean? So they're still at school. They're still at school now, just breaking down everything, cleaning up the school, making sure everything's great. And I really applaud them for that, because everyone is so tired, because it was 2 hard days of work and the week leading up to putting up everything, and now taking everything down. So I'm really proud of them. I'm proud of my school. School is a great school, and I'm happy that I got to be involved in some way and help them and experience this. It's a great experience here in Japan to enjoy something like this that I wouldn't experience at home, because we don't have school festivals. So this is great. We have sports day, but that doesn't compare to here. And I just want to say also, the student body, or like the student council, the prefect body, they are the most organized organized teenagers in the whole entire world. They are the planning that went in, and they did everything themselves. Lights were there, but they controlled the lights, they controlled audio and visuals, and I don't know how they do it. I don't know. They're so good at this organizing thing. So I know in 5 years, if these same kids are planning the Olympics or running the Olympics, it's going to be amazing. And I might have to stay in Japan to make sure I'm here for the Olympics. But it was a really great day, and like I said, I'm proud of my school, and it's one of those days where you're glad to be here, because there are a lot of hard days where you want to go home and you're tired or you're feeling lonely. But this was one of the good days where it's like, Japan is amazing. So I'm happy, and I had a wonderful time. And now we have Silver Week. Yes, it's Silver Week. So today's Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and our public holidays. I think one is fall, autumn equinox. One is Respect the Age Day. I forget what the other one is. I think it's just national holiday. And then I also have Thursday off, so I have almost a whole week of being here by myself. I don't know. Maybe I'll go to Osaka or something. Who knows? But yeah. So that's it. That's a Japanese school festival. Japanese high school festival. Probably the most amazing thing you'll experience if you're an ALT in Japan, and hopefully one in a high school. And if your school festival isn't as great as mine, then your school sucks, and that's unfortunate. But if you have the opportunity, make sure that you try. If you know someone who's going to be at the school festival, see if you can go, because it really is the cutest thing on the face of the planet.